Hello, welcome to Bill's Awesome Adventures. And it's December 27th, 2021. And a week ago, I just got my recard kit. If you're wondering what that is, so basically, I've been recollecting the vintage Star Wars line. So I know on a lot of my videos, I do a lot of road trips and bicycle rides and motorcycle rides. Well, I'm also a big Star Wars fan, and I grew up as a kid collecting the vintage Star Wars line. So I won't make this a long video. I don't have a lot of storage left on my GoPro. I tried using another media, and the picture quality was not great, and it was very blurry. So basically, what I've done a year and a half, I've been recollecting the Star Wars figures. And when I was a kid, I had a Darth Vader case. I still have it with all my vintage collections as a kid. But when I first started in the late 70s, the only two figures that survived were R2-D2 and Jawa. So I still have those in that Darth Vader case. But back in 1999, I I collected the figures I never had. I got vinyl cases for them that I never had. I never had a vinyl case, so it was kind of nice. But I added to those figures a lot of the late '90s figures they never made. So that's another video I will make. I also have some carded figures I got in 2006. I'll show you those too, so I can compare them with the recard kits. So basically, what the recard kits are, they're they're copies of original vintage cards. I know a lot of you are gonna freak out, but I busted out the originals and also the 2004 Hasbro cards to show you that there are slight differences. So a year and a half ago, I started recollecting the figures. I've had to repair them. Made a cape for Darth Vader. Made a cape for Ben Kenobi. I had to paint it. I used Darth Vader, the material I used for Darth Vader, to paint it. Obviously, it's cracking, and I gotta fix that before I paint it. Again, I've had to do touch-up paint on everybody. I got a retro collection Leia to recard, but I ended up getting a vintage one anyway because I don't care much for the sculpt and the paint of the way she looks. I want the original. Had to get a repro antenna, even though I had found some material that felt the same way like the original one is, because I have an original. This is just hard plastic. It can break. It doesn't bend like the original. Sucks. The other one broke off. I had it on there, and it broke off. I ended up getting some repro weapons, but this is an original right here. I got it with the IG-8 that I ordered. So I'll make a video on that. I had to get some characters with original capes like Jawa. I had to get an original cape for Sand People. I had to get Leia Bespin with a cape because it's hard to make that pattern. But I've had to repair a lot of people. I've had to do some repairs on Death Star droid. I don't know who this is. Just a figurehead. I had to make a backpack for removable 3PO. I used the same material that I used for Darth Vader. Had to get repro lightsabers for them. I have repro labels for R5D4 and R2D2, but like I had to get original figure with original cape on For Loam. I have a Leia and Han Endor that I ordered, so they're coming. But I ended up a few months ago getting the Hasbro ones and got rid of the figures and kept the capes. So I'm gonna try to see if I can use those. If not, I'll make some. Had to do some touch-up paint on them. So basically, purpose of this video is I'm recarding the figures. So these came with blisters and little card inserts. You get them from Restore Nation. They're an international company, so you have to order them overseas. A week ago, I finally got them, and I ordered them a month before, so it takes a while. So you order them, they don't come right away. Be patient. It's overseas. I thought I wasn't going to get them, but no, I got them. So the purpose of the video is I was comparing my original Empire card from my Sam People that I got in 1983. I got this card in 1983, and also this Han Solo card. These are original cards from the figures, so obviously you could tell the wear and tear. And another thing I noticed is that there's an indent right here where the blister, came off. But on the carded figures that I have that are vintage, you see that indent. So with these, you won't see them. Another thing I noticed is the print is slightly different than these originals. Not only color-wise, so like this is the 2004 Hasbro, and this is the 2004 Hasbro Han. And you could tell slight color differences from each one. This is the 1983 Return of the Jedi card that I have. You could tell the differences. But this is very close to the original, which is scary. I can understand why a lot of collectors out there would be weary about it, but there's certain differences too. Like I noticed on this 21 back, this 12 back, it looks very much the same, but something about it is different. And when I bust out the original, I'll be able to tell better. But even the 21 backs, I've noticed like these pictures don't look as vibrant. And let's see if I have one that I can compare. I use comic book covers to cover these. So this is the oldest one I have. This is from Bespin Han that I lost a long time ago. And I got one in 1999, and then I got one recently for this collection, so he's right here. So I got two in my collection, but I got to do some touch-up repair on his head. And I know a lot of you who are weary about paint correction and everything. I've had to do paint correction on his helmet, on Death Squad Commander. These are my collections, so I have to repair them. So yeah, these are my original cards. So 4 LOM, TIE Fighter pilot. I just got another TIE Fighter pilot for. So I'm trying to compare what the originals look like with. So yeah, so here's So what I've noticed, and I don't know, I don't have the recard kits for the Empire yet. Maybe they look the same like this, but look how vibrant the colors are on here and how different they look from this. I know the lighting's not the best. Here, let me see if I can move it a little closer. But kind of looks different than compared to the Kenner. So this is why I think they won't pass as originals. They don't look quite the same. And when I have an R5D4 carded original that I got in 2006, and I will be able to compare this with this. I didn't take it out yet. I may not have time today. I'll do another video. So basically, you can tell these are not originals. I mean, obviously, if you're going on eBay and looking to buy figures and somebody does this, yeah, they might be able to be hacked, and that's bad if somebody does that. I mean, I will not do that because these are from my personal collection. The reason I bought these, not to sell them, these I want to keep them. These are my personal collection. I plan to keep these. I don't plan to sell them. I may sell these. I may keep these because I kind of like that. It has a variancy, but if I have these, I may not need it. Another thing I noticed is that a lot of figures have different variancies. Like this Sam People is different from the one I got in '83 that I have, because you could tell with the Tomart's price guide. And I use that as a sort of a guide to kind of tell me what I'm looking at. And basically, so what you would do is, and I need a magnifying glass probably to explain to you. we'll look at the figures that we just looked at. So here's Sand People, and if you look at him, I don't know if you could tell, he has a little different look. So this looks, the one I got, the Sand People, is this one here on the Star Wars card, but the one I have from '83 looks like this. So there's a different color and the kind of slight different tint in the cape, and you know, obviously there's a different silver. So, and then here's the Jedi one, which I don't have, but it's hard to tell. You can't really see on that. Basically, there's differences. Obviously, Han Solo has a different. There's differences, but what I noticed about this is that the original Star Wars card looks different than the recard kit. So that's why I'm thinking that it will be very hard for somebody to if you look at this and compare this with this, it looks totally different. The color, but looks very close to the same. So the point I'm trying to make is that these figures are very hard, won't pass as originals. They're very close though. Like I said, somebody could rip somebody off, and that's sad if they do that. But I can understand that. But I'm using loose, repaired, and not completely new figures. So if somebody looks at that and they say, well, the figure doesn't really look that mint, then yeah, it'll be a dead giveaway. But yeah, so I will make another video and show you what the figures look like. And you can go from there. But yeah, I'm recarding these figures. I'm really excited to do this. I got some repro weapons, so I'll put them on. I had to do repairs. I had to paint C-3PO and repaint him. Put a, touch-up paint on his eyes and stuff. So these figures really needed repairs, some of them. So, yeah. So, okay, well, thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe the video if you enjoyed it, and I will be making more videos. So I like to do a lot of different things, not just ride motorcycles and bicycles and go on trips. So I have other hobbies too. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I will be making more. Thank you for watching. Bye.